What is going on, guys? It's me, 7, and today we're going to be getting a little festive, playing some Naya Elves. Naya, because, I mean, red, green, and white are very Christmassy colors, right? So, we are going to take Bo1 and his elf buddies and put it through 40 games on the ladder, see how it does. Let's get right into that awesome deck list. Alright, here we are, Naya Elves. So, why are we Naya? A, Bo1. B, I really like Get Lost as the removal for this. There's a lot of enchantment removal in green. We definitely could have gone black, green, elves, but I just love Bo1 so much. He's my fave. So we found an excuse to play him, and Get Lost is really good against temporary lockdown, but it also hits planeswalkers and creatures, which is really important. So it's just, in my opinion, a little bit better than some of the green removal. And if we're going to play Naya for Bo1, why not? So the deck is very hyper-focused on being super aggressive. We've got 8 1-drops in Llanowar Elves and Llanowar Stalker. Llanowar Stalker is actually very good because we can, you know, follow that up with a Dwyann's Elite. So that way, no matter what, we almost always have a turn 1 play followed up by something strong. So if we play Llanowar Elves on 1, we can follow it up with a 3-drop. If we play Llanowar Stalker on 1, we can play Dwyann's Elite to follow it up and pump it up into a 3-1. So we're immediately getting that 3 damage in, and then the following turn we're playing a Lord. We've got 3 Elves on the field to Lord up. It works out really nicely. We've got, obviously, Yavimaya Iconoclast is another reason to play red, because being able to give him haste is very effective later in the game. Being able to hold on to him and play him after a Lord's been on the battlefield already, we can just sneak some damage out of nowhere because people really aren't expecting hasty stuff out of elves. So it's quite a nice surprise. We've got Imperious Perfect as a 3-of. Elvish Archdruid is probably the best Lord in the deck because it can just help us do some crazy stuff. Speaking of the crazy stuff it can help us do, Tyvar the Pummeler is just, he's so good. The fact that we can just tap untap creatures to give him indestructible and then pay 5 mana to pump everything +X where X is the highest power. We've got so many Lords in this deck. We've got literally 10 Lords in the deck, plus technically Bo1 is a Lord too, kind of, that give us additional power for Tyvar, and we can just put out some crazy damage. So Tyvar, very, very resilient and very good at helping us push through those last bits of damage. We've got Wiltleaf Liege. A, it's a Lord. B, it's great against all the mono black discard lists, and I'm sure that you will see as we get through these 40 games that we are very good against them. So during testing, I don't think I put a single game down to a discard deck. So I love this deck. It's fast, it's fun, it's furious, and we are going to put it through 40 games and see how it does. Let's get right into those games. All right, time to get Holly Jolly up in this mother. 10 Soros. This looks like a pretty sweet hand. Opponent's going first. That is okie day. Even if our Llanowar Elves gets the axe on turn 1, we have Get Lost on turn 2 and Tyvar to follow it up. Let's see that first land, opponent. What is it? It's the land. It's a Hushword Verge. Well, that could be a number of things. Could be Wabbit. Could be Domain. Could just be green, white, mid-range. Opponent's having a difficult time figuring out what they're playing too. There's a Plains. Now they've got the Verge turned on. Up the Beanstalk. Alright, so we're looking at probably green-white enchantments. Let's get the Brushland down. Let's get Elvish Archdruid down so we can start making mana, because our only hope is going to be able to just race them hardcore. We can dump half our hand next turn. So we just need to hope they're not playing temporary lock. Well, if they are playing temporary lockdown, we have to Get Lost. Get Lost will help us with bindings too if they are actually domain. Demolition Field makes me think not domain. Treasure Map. Alright, so it's like a control deck of sorts. One it's gonna scry right away. They put one on the bottom. Alright, so let's get this Copperline Gorge down. Fly and delete. Pump up the Archdruid's mana production by 2. Can we play both Ty? I don't think we can play Tyvar and Wilt Leaf Liege, unfortunately. I think Tyvar is more important. That leaves us Get Lost open. No attacks. And if they have Day of Judgment, then that's just the news. This is the best line of play. We can at least survive day with... Okay, he's just toast. Toasty, toasty. That was quick. Go ahead, get your lands. Ivar said it's time to swing. Bada bada. It is domain. What? Okay. My turn. Forest. Wilt Leaf Liege. Get in, get in, get in, get in. Pump it all up. Boom. Easy. God, this feels almost like Pioneer Elves. GG. I'm ready. Yervik. Bring him into the holiday spirit. Opponent goes first again. That's okay. We got the good ramp. And even if we don't got the good ramp, we got the other stuff to do. Botanical Sanctum. And what? Bushwhack. To get another island. Alright, so probably blue-green ramp or maybe blue-green tempo. I don't know. We'll see. Tempo. Fine then, you rude man. I'm gonna play Llanowar Elves and a Llanowar Stalker then. And then we're just gonna play Lords. Lords. Can we draw Cavernous Souls? That would be sweet. Just in case they're playing counterspells. That's not a thingy that I asked for, but if they have counterspells, they have counterspells. Cash Grab is not a counterspell. Ooh. It's that deck. Alright. Simic Spells. Okie dokie. Seed of Hope. Can they play both of those things? Hold on. Let me math here. Alright, so this is instant and sorcery, so he needs to have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he does. He does. Alright, so Forest. Elvish Archdruid. Pump up the Llanowar Stalker. Elvish Archdruid. Pump up the Llanowar Stalker. Go to combat. Opponent's probably going to tap the Llanowar Stalker. Yep. You got it. No attacks. We'll Get Lost the Crab on their turn. Hedge Maze for the opponent. Get their Surveil on. They are running low on cards, so are we. But we also have a little bit more of an impressive board state here. Opponent just gets in with both. That's a little risky. I'm gonna go ahead and smack this Edimurt Crab. See if he might unsummon it. use it to tap our board down again. Which honestly, I wouldn't even be that upset about. Okay, so he bounces it and something else. But he doesn't get map tokens now. And we still take 5 less damage. And Cavernous Souls is nice, but I would like some action, please. So we'll play Elvish Archer. And this comes in tapped, right? Yeah, so we still get to get like 8 damage in here. Yep. Tap, tap. Still 8 damage. So he's still pretty close to being not alive. Valerian Terror, we still have lethal. Let's play Dwyne's Elite. Another Eddie Mark Crab, sure. Alright, so we're not going to swing in this turn. No sense in being reckless. We're still to a point where we have lethal. Unsummon. I don't know if that was the smartest play, because now we get to make more tokens. Storm Chaser's talent. That's annoying, but he can't do a whole lot with it this turn. So that costs 4, so he can get like an unsummon or this town ain't big enough back from the yard if he wants. So let's get him with Stalker. Wait, so he's got 5. We only have 6 attackers. So it doesn't make sense to get in with anything other than Stalker this turn. And block it with the Otter, that's fine. That means that we still have more attackers than he has blockers next turn. Even if he does bounce something, it's just not going to be enough. Bushwhack's good because it'll take our lords down a peg, but we still have so much on the board. It's just not enough. GG, opponent. Opponent decides to just get frisky. So we'll go here and here. Block. Block. Might as well double block here and here, since he can't kill 2 things. And that way we just to be on the safe side, we make sure we get rid of some of his stuff. We're down to 5, and then that will do it. That will definitely do it. Tyvar was a great draw there. Not that we needed it, but GG. See, it's good even in the grindy games. Poof! Hello! Severn Claus hopes that you'll take a quick moment to hit that like button and subscribe button if you're enjoying this video. Thank you. It is time for Elf Ball. Key. You are the key to my victory. Opponent goes first. We've actually been doing pretty well on the draw, so I'm not going to throw a fit about it. Lonely Arroyo. Alright, Carplusson Forest. I always want to call it Carpulson Forest, but it's Carplusson Forest. Opponent plays an island. Opponent bounces our elf. How rude. Alright, well, I'm just going to play Yavimaya Iconoclast then. Start beating your face with it. Until you get mad. We'll draw a 3rd land eventually. I'm not going to waste a whole turn just playing a land anywhere else. Haughty Jin. All right. Maybe this turn we do playing it since we're not drawing lands. No attacks. We've got lots of lords. If we can start drawing lands, we're in good shape. Moment of truth. So the opponent's going to start digging. Cavern of Souls would be fantastic. If we lose this game, it's going to be purely because we can't draw lands. But even still, if we can resolve this Elvish Archdruid, I think we're fine. I would still feel a lot happier. Okay, opponent's got Into the Flood Maw, which is annoying. Let's see what he picks, though. He might not pick Into the Flood Maw. No, he picks Chart a Course. I guess that makes sense. Or no. Yeah, he picked Chart a Course. Okay, so we take 3 here, go to 12. Land? Nope. Okay. Alright, Elvish Archdruid. Resolving this is huge. Does he really have something? Oh, come on. Oh, that's bad for us. Okay. We really need a land. If we lose this, I'm not going to feel bad about it. It's literally, like, if we caught lands on curve, we'd be great right now. Even with them bouncing our elves on turn 1. Yeah, that'll do it. GG. Heavy Cross. Opponent goes first. That is 4 in a row. I'll take it. Still got a good hand, so we've been very fortunate to have elves turn 1 every turn, and then a decent play on turn 2, even if we lose our elves, so which is highly likely given that our opponent's playing swamps. Deep Cavern Bat. That I'm fine with. Question is, what's he gonna snatch? Probably Archdruid. If he is smart. Yep. Alright, there it goes. Alright, so I'm going to play Yavimaya Iconoclast with haste here. Get in for 4. We'll play Tyvar next turn when we can leave something untapped to protect him from removal. Save this Tyvar since that's the one he knows about. Nowhere to run. Glad he got that out of the way on our Iconoclast, because that would have been difficult for Tyvar. Elf. Tyvar. Pass a turn. No sense getting frisky for no reason. Then next turn we'll play Dwyane Delete. Unstoppable Slasher. Sure. Maybe I can make him forget that Tyvar can be indestructible. I've had that happen a few times. So my turn. We'll play a Brushland. We'll play a Dwyane Delete. Should I attack? I think I should. PP forgets. I was thinking about leaving it on defense. Is he gonna block? Nice! Sweet. That worked out. That's turn. And now we have 4 creatures on board with enough mana to pump Tyvar next turn, so that's pretty sweet. So if he doesn't have another nowhere to run, or like opponent says oops, I knew he forgot. People forget Tyvar can be indestructible all the time. Over the throat. Oops again. Sorry, bud. Oh, yeah. Okay, there's the shame scoop. Tyvar making people mad. GG. Armin Tanzarian. Well then, good sir, let us begin. We get to go first. I'm not in love with this hand, but it's not bad. We got removal and we got cheap threats. I would like a 2-drop elf. So I would settle for 2 1-drops. And if they play something we need to remove, or if they're playing a deck I'm scared that we need to remove something, then we'll just do nothing on turn 2 and hold up, get lost. Hopefully we find a land. Restless Cottage. Alright, I'm not too worried about something on 2 that we need to get lost here, so let's go ahead and get this down. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll play a discard spell that makes us discard this Wilt Leaf. Opponent's got to cut down for that Stalker, sure. There's the Llanowar Elves. I guess that's technically mana, if it lives. Does it live? Nope. Virtue of Persistence. Come on, land. There we go. We did it. Now, am I willing to risk? No, I'm not. I mean, we could just lose to another Virtue of Persistence, but I mean, if he has destruction-based removal... Oh, okay. Nope, see, that's good. Does he have 2 go for the throats? Nope. Does he now have a Virtue? Nope. I love when people forget about Tyvar's ability. That's my favorite. Fable Passage, go get a forest. Play a Wilt Leaf Liege. Smack him in the face for a lot. Hopefully. Nope. Got a cut down or something? Does he have removal for the lead? Okay. That's fine. It's unfortunate, but it's not the end. Oh, I shouldn't have attacked with the Stalker. I made a mistake. Oh! I continued with my plan thinking that I was going to have the Wilt Leaf Liege untapped. Got ahead of myself. Let's hope we can dodge removal for 1 turn. That's an All the Nameless City. Cool, I can remove that. Rushland. Well, now I kind of want to just... Okay, no, we can do it another turn. Get in with Tyvar. Gotta be careful. We are giving the opponent map tokens. We gotta finish this quickly before they can get some value out of those. They do have Restless Cottages that we need to be aware of as well. Mosswood Dread Knight, sure. If they go to use a map token on it, I will get lost it. Opponent's gonna cut down. I'm gonna tap it. Just in case. And they do go to do that, so we're gonna go ahead and get lost this. Hawaiian's Elite. We'll play that. And I will get in for 3, and then depending on what they do next turn, we should be able to get them with Tyvar's second ability. Children of the Apocalypse. Well, he can draw a card this turn, but if that's literally all he does, I think we win. No, not quite. The opponent's at 7. Elvish Archdruid. So let me do the math here. So I attack. I pump. He blocks Tyvar. This becomes a 5. Yeah, 5 and a 4. So it's still lethal. We got there. Even against the black-based removal decks. Still crushing them. Yep. More blocks. We pump. GG. On to the next one. Boom, here we go. Jingle bells, jingle bells. I don't know if you can hear that. This is bad. Is it though? We have the colors for Voja. We have a 2-drop. We have a 3-drop. We're on the draw though. Am I allowed to be this greedy? We do have 2 Vojas in hand, which is kind of bad. So we're basically already a Malta 6. This is better. Okay. I feel better now. What do we put back? Llanowar Stalker. Flames and Healer's Hawk. Alright. Ooh, and Tyvar is a great draw. Llanowar Elves. Go! Go, go, Llanowar Elves. Oh, Johnny's Pride Mate. That's a problem. That is a problemo. Alright, well, let's hope that we can just overcome that problemo. Roar! Smack him in the face. They want to attack with their Pride Mate, right? Another Healer's Hawk. And a Ruin Lurker bat. And something else. The Air Navios. Alright. Cool. That's annoying. Alright, so Elvish Archdruid so that we can start dumping our hand next turn. Play a land. Get in with Iconoclast. Opponent's gonna block. Fine with that. We need to cut their board down to size a little bit. Get a Forest. Do they get 1 life for each one of these? Oh, it's so frustrating. They're gonna that Johnny's Pride Mate's gonna be huge. Tyvar can block that for like ever though. The opponent didn't play Lyn. Okay. Pride Mate's not a threat with Tyvar. We can, as long as we can keep 2 things untapped, we can just block forever with Tyvar. Opponent's gonna Knight Errant again. More Pride Mates. This is looking a little grim. Alright, Forest is good. So, Imperious. We need to play Tyvar though. So Tyvar. And then Imperious Perfect. And now if he's smart this turn, he'll play Linden. Doesn't play Linden, okay. Alright, Jazal. Or Johnny's Pride Mate becomes a 5/5. Johnny's Pride Mate again. 6/6 now. Alright, let's see if we can get him to forget about Tyvar's Indestructible again for a minute. When it gets in, gets. Oh, well now. Do I just block the Knight Errant? I think we need to get this Pride Mate out of the way. Save ourselves a little bit of time. Because the other Pride Mate's going to get huge. Oh, he messed up and still put all the damage on Tyvar. What? Okay, and the Essence Channeler's huge too. And he gets the Scry. Oy vey, okay. My turn. Land. Wiltleaf Liege. I actually think we might be able to outrun. No, if he plays Linden, we're screwed. Linden kind of ruins it. So close. Because those pride mates and the pride mate in the channel are going to become massive. All right, let's let this all resolve. See how big everything gets, and then we'll figure out math. I think we can still work this out to our advantage. Maybe. Okay. Move the blocks. Tyvar and Elf go here. Archer goes here. Wilt Leaf Liege and Llanowar Elves go here. Block like this. Tap this to make him indestructible. Everything gets +6/+6. Let's see how he wants to work it. Obviously, we're going to lose our Liege. Our Arc Druid is fine, which is the important thing. We take 3. What are we left with? He puts all the Essence Channeler stuff on the Ruin Lurker bat, though, which is a big deal. Because if we draw a removal spell... I don't think we have a choice. I think we have to try this at least. I don't think it matters. I think we're toast. We tried. GG, opponent. Opponent did it faster than we did. You have to admit, though, like, considering how crazy they went with, like, growing their creatures, like, we kept up, you know, almost. So, I'll let the opponent have their big victory. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Everything grows. -1,000,000. GG, opponent. Wait for our opponent is over. Master Apollo. Welcome to the Pain Train, Master Apollo. We get to go first. Nice. Llanowar Stalker. Opponent plays of Mountain. And nothing. Alright, I'll take it. Fly and delete. Pumpity pump pump pump. Opponent plays something. An Abraded Bluffs. It's Boros. We drew an Iconoclast. Elf. I think I'm gonna just play an Iconoclast here. Pump up the Stalker. Opponent looks like they have some kind of something. No, they're just touching their hand for no reason. We have another Iconoclast for next turn, so unless they do something real quick, like a Brotherhood's End or something. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Oh, we have another one. Roar! See if we can get there. A braid. All right, Stalker, Pummeler. See if he gets rid of the Stalker. so that we can't save our pummeler. Looks like that's the case. Another Abrade, yep. Which means he has something to deal with Tyvar. He wouldn't have done it. He would have waited to see if he drew a board wipe of some kind. Bye-bye, Tyvar. You were my best friend. Oh, man. We're so close. They're at 4. Give me a Voja. Off the top, right now. Boom! Called it. Alright, so now they have to have hard removal. No more burn spells. Do they have a Get Lost? Or a Destroy Evil? Come on. I mean, if they do, it's their whole turn, but still. That was pretty cool to call the draw, so let me have the win. Come on. Can I have it? Can I have it? Well, you gotta block, dude. Opponent's at 1. Lion's Elite. Elf. Alright, no board wipes, please. Not at 1. We did it! We called the Voja. We beat the opponent. GG! That was sweet. Voja saves the day. Ring-a-ling! It's time to play! Dusty Mac Attack. Why does it have to be Dusty? Opponent goes first. We've got a pretty sweet draw here. Question is, what order do we play it in? Duress. We have nothing for you, my friend. It's all creachies! All creachies all the time. I think I play Stalker, actually? And then just play Elves slowly. Tree Mascot. Oh, hey, we drew land! Now I'm gonna play Elf. Throw. Elf. Throw. No attacks. I'm not just gonna sacrifice it. Not when I have Voja in hand. What is he playing? Retree Mascot. That's an interesting card I haven't seen before. No blocks. We will take our beats. Oh, come on. Leave our elves alone. Look how cute they are. Alvamaya Iconoclast is a good draw. Let's go ahead and get our white mana for Voja. Oop. And let's play a Dwyann's Elite. Boom, boom. And another Dwyann's Elite. Boom, boom. Smack him for 5. Roar! He's the biggest stalker! That sounds creepy, doesn't it? Alright, Swamp. Please don't, like, Glistening Deluge us or something ridiculous. Or whatever that -2/-2 spell is. Corpses of the Lost? This is a skeleton! Secret skeleton! I mean, if he wants to block, I'm cool with that. I'll still have enough elves left over to go crazy with Voja next turn, and he cannot deal with Voja. Not with 3 mana, he can't. Ward 3 is so busted, man. I wish I'd had this game earlier in the video, because, like, Voja's, like, half the reason I'm in Naya colors. But it's also for Iconoclast and Get Lost and... Sure. Oh. Oh, mistake, good sir, mistake. Are you ready? Are you ready? This is the beatdown. This is the ultimate turn. This will be my... Oh, wait, that one doesn't have haste. Darn. Look at that board. Just a few damage. Yep. Yep. Put the opponent to -69 on, that was like what, turn 4, turn 5? Nice, -69. GG. All right, here we are for the post-game wrap. So 40 games, 65%. Nice win rate. We had an absolutely astounding win rate against Mono Black, 75% against Mono Black, which is a deck you would think we would struggle against, you know, infinite cut downs and go for the throats and virtue of persistences and nowhere to runs. Like, you would think that would be our nightmare, but we absolutely crushed it against Mono Black. We did really good against Golgari too. Look at all these black based decks that we just didn't, like 3-0 against Rakdos, 2-0 against Orzhov, like all the black based decks with all the good removal that just normally would just ruin our life. Absolutely crushed them. Mono red we went 3-1 against. We were faster than them a lot. We actually played a lot of games on the draw. We only had a 57% win rate on the draw, but 57% win rate on the draw for an aggro deck is really good. And it's all thanks to Llanowar Elves. Llanowar Elves, absolutely an all-star in Standard right now, and especially in Elves. If it weren't for Llanowar Elves, I don't think this deck would work as well as it does. I love this deck. I think it's an absolute blast, and Voja was great when we did draw him. You know, he's definitely, you could argue he's a win more card. He's not necessary, but I just love Voja so much, and he does provide some wins in situations where we couldn't normally get wins in other elf mirrors, just any other games where we're playing against a deck full of big, huge creatures. Voja can actually really push us over the top, because combined with Tyvar, we can put a bunch of counters on everything when we attack with Voja, and then pay Tyvar's ability and pump everything up a crazy amount, and it's just really strong. So I love this deck. You definitely don't have to play it Naya, but I got a special place in my heart for Voja. What can I say? So, and I really liked Get Lost in the deck too. So Get Lost felt really good, and we're just too fast for us to, like, if they're spending their turn using the map tokens, we're so happy. We're way too fast to care about map tokens getting used. So I love it. It's great, and I hope that you will give it a try. If you don't want to play Naya, I would just take out the Voja and the Get Lost and keep everything else how it is, and just add some Leaf Crown Visionaries. Cut the mana base down to mono green. You could also go Golgari and play Glissa and Tyvar the Planeswalker and things like that, as we saw in some of the games. But I'd probably just go mono green if you're not going to play Naya, because Elvish Visionary is another good 2-drop Lord that can just really speed things up. So with that, I hope you'll take a quick moment to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate all of you who stuck with me through the video, and any of you who actually do hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me greatly on my journey to making this a career, and I am just so thankful for you guys, and I will catch you in the next one.